A Blavatskyan Theosophical perspective on the Arupa period of Devachan. A quick blast of Theosophy by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Theosophy presents death not as an end, but as a transition in consciousness. Human life is understood as one phase in a much larger cycle of spiritual evolution, and the period after death is interpreted as a process of inner adjustment, purification and assimilation. Within this framework, Devachan is the post-mortem state in which the soul experiences the subjective results of its earthly life. A particularly important distinction in theosophic discussions of Devachan is between the Rupa and Arupa conditions, or the form-bound and formless phases of post-mortem experience. The Arupa period of Devachan is often described as the higher, more abstract and less image-bound stage of this state, where consciousness is no longer occupied with concrete earthly forms, but rests in the distilled essence of spiritual aspiration. A Blavatskyan Theosophical perspective on the Arupa period of Devachan emphasizes that this state is not a heaven in the conventional religious sense, nor is it a place in physical space. Rather, it is a subjective condition shaped by the individual's own karmic and mental tendencies. In this view, the Arupa phase represents the soul's absorption into its highest ideals, where personal memory and sensory imagery give way to a more refined mode of consciousness. The Arupa period of Devachan is best understood as a transitional state of spiritual fruition, in which the higher self experiences the consequences of its noblest thoughts and desires before returning to incarnation. In this phase, the soul is not engaged with the shifting concerns of ordinary life, but with the inward meaning of what it has most deeply loved, sought, and aspired toward. Blavatskyan Theosophy presents this state as a refined form of consciousness in which the personal self is largely set aside, allowing the spiritual individuality to assimilate the finest results of a lifetime. Rather than functioning as a static reward, the Arupa condition marks a period of inner completion, where aspiration becomes experience, and the latent moral and spiritual energies of the person are absorbed into a more enduring state of being.